So you can see the question on the screen. And the ones who are online, is the question clear on the screen? Yes, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So from the following trial balance of Krishna Chaitanya, prepare the trading and P&L account for the year ended 31st December 2013 and a balance sheet as on that day. So first important thing, he is giving us a trial balance without giving us the totals. So it implies we should first calculate the totals. So quickly two of them do, one of them do the debit side, one of them do the credit side. Check if the totals are tallying. Because he said it is a trial balance and he did not give the totals. So first thing is we should check whether the trial balance is tallying or not. Then only we can mark the entries and start. So one of them do the debit one and one do the credit side. Credit is 108. 108,672. This is debit. Now do the credit also then. So there is a difference because we do not have to. No, we have to in credit also. Yeah. You need to be careful with the digits when they are not whole numbers. Not whole numbers in the sense they are in between. They are not in multiples of 10. So it's tallying. Both the sides is tallying. So we don't have a problem. Our trial balance is tallying. So we can quickly mark the entries and start with the problem. So start telling me. First one is capital. Where do I take? Yeah, balance sheet, liabilities. Second one, drawings account.
Ma'am, we have to deduct it from capital.
Yes, drawings would be less from capital. Less from capital. Yes, come to the next one, machinery.
Ma'am, balance sheet asset side.
Balance sheet asset, correct. Next one is your stock on 1 month. 2013. Which stock is this?
Ma'am, opening stock.
Opening stock. So we will take it in the trading
account debit side.
Next he gave purchases and sales. So we will take it in the
trading account debit and credit side respectively.
Yes, we will write it as trading, debit and credit because I'm writing for both. Next one is returns. So now from this tell me 1260, which returns is this amount?
Ma'am, debit is sales return and credit is purchase.
Yes,
return.
so I'm writing it as less from sales. I'm writing first sales because first it is sales returns, right? So less from sales and purchases. So you have to deduct 1260 from sales and 1746 from purchases. Salaries account. Tell me where do we take
P&L account debit.
P&L debit. Next is rent.
P&L debit.
P&L debit. How do we know whether it is debit or credit?
It's an expense.
We see how it is given in the trial balance, right? If rent is given on debit side, we take it on debit side. Next one is rent and taxes. Again, P&L debit.
Debit.
Yeah, rent and taxes is again P&L debit. Come to the next one, apprentice premium. So where will this go?
P&L debit.
Credit side.
P&L
debit.
credit side. It's given on the credits here. So it is received amount. Bank overdraft. Balance sheet,
liability.
Yes. Bad debts.
P&L account debit side.
Yes, P&L debit side. And this bad debts will appear how many times?
Ma'am, in the balance sheet as well.
We will not see the balance sheet. I'm asking what is given here. This balance sheet will this bad debts will appear how many times? It will appear only once because it's given in the trial balance. Please remember
Ma'am, balance sheet asset.
Balance sheet asset. Cash in hand.
Balance sheet
Again,
liability.
balance sheet asset. Creditors.
Balance sheet liability.
Balance sheet
Balance
liabilities.
sheet liability. Correct. Provision for doubtful debts. Which provision is this?
Old provision, ma'am.
There are two types of provision, old and new. This one is the
Old one.
Ma'am, old.
old provision. Correct. It's old provision. So where will this old provision go? It will go on the P&L account credit side. And how many times will this provision appear?
Once, ma'am.
It will appear only once because it's given in the trial balance. Please remember that. Provision given in the trial balance is the old provision. It will go to P&L account on the credit side. Next one, bills receivable. Balance sheet
Balance sheet
asset.
liability. Balance sheet
Yeah,
liability.
bills payable is balance sheet liability. Discount. Which discount is this? It is received, so it will go to P&L.
Debit side.
Credit. It's given in the credit side of trial balance, so it will go to credit side. Now let us write the adjustments. We have lots of adjustments, and each of the adjustment is very, very important. So put your heading as adjustments and start writing in the notebook. Put the heading as adjustments and start noting it down. And remember, I told you, put a star mark for this question. This question is very, very important from your exam point of view. It has all important adjustments. So the first one is given as closing stock. All of you know the treatment of closing stock, right? Tell me the treatment quickly.
Ma'am, trading account credit side and balance sheet
Okay.
asset side.
Trading credit and balance sheet asset
Asset
side.
side.
That's correct. Right. So we'll move forward to the second adjustment. Oh, there is a mistake here. Yeah. Provided the rate of 5% for doubtful debt on sundry debtors and the reserve of 2% for discount on creditors. So how many transactions are there in this entry? There are two transactions. Each of them will appear two times. So first we will take provision for doubtful debts. So which provision is this?
New one, ma'am.
New one. Provision for debts, in brackets write it as new one. And what is he saying? It is 5% on debtors. So tell me the amount of debtors. Quickly see the question and tell me the amount of debtors. Debtors are 19,200. Right? So 19,200 into 5% calculate. How much do you get? 963. So what are the two? 960. Okay. 960. And what are the two treatments for this provision? First treatment, P&L debit side. Remember, this is given in adjustment. It's a new provision. It will go to P&L on the debit side. Second treatment, deduct from debtors in the balance sheet on the asset side. Now look at the next transaction in the same adjustment. What did he say? Reserve for discount on creditors. So reserve for discount on creditors. Tell me the amount of creditors quickly. How much is creditors? 6,000. And the reserve is how much? It is 2%. So calculate 6,000 into 2%. 6,000 into 2%. It comes to 120. And what are the two treatments for this one? Where will you take this? Tell me this. You need to tell me this. Where do I take reserve for discount on creditors? Is it an expense or an income for the firm? Discount on creditors.
Ma'am, income. Ma'am, income.
Creditors? Yeah, it's an income. Who are creditors?
Ma'am, the parties we owe money to.
Yeah, the people to whom we have to pay money. So if we are paying money, we will get discount, right? So this is an income. So first treatment, P&L account credit side. Second treatment, deduct from creditors in the balance sheet on the liability side. Right? Next, we will move forward to the next adjustment. See the third one. Rent due was 160. So what do you mean by rent due? What is the meaning of
outstanding
yes,
rent?
it is outstanding rent. So tell me the two treatments for outstanding rent. First
P&L
treatment.
debit.
Ma'am, P&L
add
account
to
debit
rent
side.
in P&L debit side. Second treatment.
Ma'am, balance sheet liability side.
Balance sheet liability, correct. Next adjustment, the fourth one. Taxes of 320 were paid in advance. So advance taxes 320. So tell me the treatments. You should tell me. First treatment, what should I do? Correct. Deduct from
taxes,
in P&L debit side. Second treatment, balance sheet. What will it be? Asset or liability?
Asset.
Because
Asset,
it is
ma'am.
paid in. Yes, it is asset because it's paid in advance. Move forward to the next adjustment. Depreciate machinery at 10%. Depreciation on machinery. Tell me the value of machinery. 5,700 into 10%. So that comes to 570. Everyone knows the two treatments of depreciation, right? What are they? First one is
P&L debit side, ma'am.
P&L debit. Second one.
Deduct in balance sheet, ma'am.
Yes, deduct from machinery in the balance sheet on the asset side. Next adjustment. Next one is apprentice premium of 120 to be carried forward. What do you mean by carried forward? It means we have
Paid
received
in advance,
it in
ma'am.
advance. Advance apprentice premium. How much is it? Said 170, right? Apprentice premium was 120. So what are the two treatments for this? Deduct from apprentice premium in, where are we taking this? In P&L on the credit side. Second one. What is the second one? Balance sheet, where should I take this? You should think and tell me. Asset or liability? What is this? Is it an income or an expense? Tell me whether this is an income or an expense.
Expense, ma'am.
Where are we taking this? Are we taking on debit side or credit side of P&L?
Credit side.
So credit side means it is income. So this is income received in advance. So where will this go?
Liability, ma'am.
Liabilities. Because we have received it, we did not work for it still. We still have to work for this premium. Right? So next adjustment. Let's see what is the next one. Calculate interest on capital at the rate of 5%. So tell me the value of capital. 25,500 into 5%. Calculate and tell me. 1275. And what are the two treatments for interest on capital? First would be P&L debit. Second one would be deduct or add to capital. Interest on capital is expense or income for the business?
expense,
Expense. So add to capital in the balance sheet on the liability side. Next adjustment. So that's the last adjustment and it's the most important adjustment. Now every one of you will have to listen carefully to this adjustment. See and listen carefully. Put a star mark. It's a very, very important adjustment. On 15th December 2013, stock of goods worth 3,000 were destroyed in a fire accident. It has been insured and the insurance company has agreed to pay 1,500 for the loss of goods. So what is happening here? In our godown, there was a fire and that fire destroyed our goods worth 3,000. But the best part was we had insured those goods, right? After we had done the insurance, if you all know, how does the insurance company pay the claim? Whenever there is an insurance, if goods are destroyed or if there is any loss happening, what does the insurance company do? Do they give us the claim whatever we ask for? No.
No, ma'am.
They will usually go and inspect the place physically. Their team will inspect the place and then they will decide how much claim should be accepted. Sometimes they accept the claim in full. That means if we say 20,000 is our loss, they accept 20,000 after inspection and they give us the entire 20,000. So if we have lost goods worth 20,000 and insurance company is giving us entire 20,000, are we facing any loss? No. Whatever was the loss, company is giving us, right? If we have faced a loss of 30,000 and insurance company says, no, the loss is only 20,000, we will give only 20,000. Then what happens? What is our actual loss? 10,000 is our actual loss, right? Sometimes the insurance company says, no, this loss was not due to fire. This loss is due to some short circuit. So we are not going to give you the claim because you insured the goods only against fire. So in that case, entire loss is ours, isn't it? So now see in this example, here how many goods were destroyed? 3,000 is the total loss. From the 3,000, insurance company is paying us 1,500. So what is our actual loss? 1,500 is the actual loss. So whenever there is an adjustment like this, we treat this adjustment at 3 different places. I will tell you how. First thing is, whatever is the total loss of goods, that total loss will be taken in the trading account on the credit side. Now you can ask me why credit side? Because same example like purchases. For example, you had purchased goods worth 50,000. From that 50,000, 3,000 goods are lost in fire. So you do not have this 3,000 in hand now. That means your purchases are reducing. So what we do, we post it on the opposite side so that the treatment is same. So whenever there is loss of goods by fire or by theft or by short circuit, anything like this, the total loss will be taken in the trading account on the credit side. So you will write by goods destroyed by fire 3,000. Second thing, the actual loss will always be taken in the P&L account on the debit side because it's an indirect loss. The actual loss will always be taken in the P&L on the debit side. So in this case, what is the actual loss? 1,500. That will go to P&L. Third thing, whatever is the insurance claim, when does the insurance company pay us the amount? Does it pay the amount immediately after the accident?
No.
Then it takes some time. Usually it is a long procedure.
They do
Get
the
claim.
inspection and the
Correct. They do the inspection and it takes a long time for the claim to be received. So that means this insurance claim is something which is receivable. So where will we take anything that is receivable? Anything which is receivable is an asset.
asset.
Yes. So insurance claim
Balance
will
sheet
be
assets, ma'am.
balance sheet asset side. Correct. So remember any adjustment like this, total loss in trading account, actual loss in P&L, insurance claim in the balance sheet. Am I clear? Yes? So note down that adjustment, we will write it down. Goods destroyed by fire. Total amount is 3,000. So how are we going to do the treatment? First write total loss, which is 3,000, will go to trading account on the credit side. Second one, actual loss. And how much is the actual loss? 3,000 minus 1,500, which gives 1,500. This will go to P&L account on the debit side. Third one, insurance claim, which is 1,500, will go to the balance sheet.
Assets.
Correct, balance sheet asset side. So every time you should check the total loss and the actual loss. If insurance company is not accepting the claim at all, what will be the actual loss?
3,000.
Entire
3,000.
3,000. If it is accepting the claim in full, what is the actual loss? 0.
1,500.
Then you will not take
Zero.
anything in P&L account. Right? Are we done with the adjustments? Now quickly draw your performance so that we can start. The name is given. Yeah, it is Krishna Chaitanya, 31st December. So draw your performance. Write the name, heading is given of Mr. Krishna Chaitanya.
Ma'am, could you show the trial balance once?
Yeah, I will show. 1 second. Yes, Rubina, this is the trial balance. Done, Rubina?
Yeah, ma'am, done.
You want me to scroll it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. Krishna Chaitanya for the year ended 31st December 2013. So draw your pro forma, put your heading quickly so that we can start. Do I wait? If you're still writing, I will wait. Otherwise, we will proceed. So let me know if I have to wait. My pro forma is ready. If you're still writing, I will wait. Otherwise, I'll start off. Yes, do we start? 1 more minute.
ma'am.
Okay. Yes, so we know what are the first 4 entries in trading account, right? Opening stock and purchases on the debit side, closing stock and sales on the credit side. First, we'll take these 4 entries. Then we will go to the remaining entries from the trial balance. So quickly tell me the amounts. First entry, opening stock. Yeah, I'll also once take the pic so that I can quickly do it. Yes, opening stock is 8760. Yeah. Next is your purchases. Do we have returns? Yes. So we know what, which is purchase returns, right? The one given on the credit side is purchase returns. 62,172. And what is the returns? 1 second. Less returns. 1746. 60426. Okay, so we have taken the purchases. Now we'll take the sales. We also have returns for sales. Okay. So write down the sales. And we have an adjustment. There are returns given. So take that returns also. Tell me the amount of sales. 71. Okay, and what are the returns? 1260. Tell me the outer column. 70176. Okay. Now we'll take the closing stock. Tell me the amount of closing stock. 102 10,200. Okay. So now we will look at our trial balance. We have taken the first four entries to see our trial balance. Wherever we have written trading account. Do we have anything in the trial balance? I don't see anything. Do we have anything? No, right? So let us look at the
No.
adjustments. See the adjustments wherever we have written trading account. See the adjustments. Only the last adjustment, right? So take the last adjustment. Buy goods destroyed by fire. Buy goods destroyed by fire on the credit side, 3,000. That's it. We don't have anything else. So total of the amounts. Check if the total is correct. Is it 83,376 on the credit side?
83,736.
83,376.
376.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
83,376. Check the debit side.
69
Ma'am, actual loss?
186. I think
How much? 60?
69 186.
69,186. Okay, so tell me the gross profit. This side, debit side is less, so we have gross profit.
Ma'am, what about actual loss, ma'am? 1,500.
That will go to P&L.
Okay.
Actual loss will go to P&L. We are doing the trading right now. How much gross profit?
14 190.
Yes, ma'am. 14,190.
14,190.
Yes.
Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I will change this total 83,376. So our trading account is done. Now we start with our P&L account. So first we need to bring down the gross profit. So by gross profit brought down. What happens, Rija? Is there a doubt? So I brought down the gross profit 14,190. Now we need to look at the trial balance and see for the entries for P&L account. See the trial balance. What is the first entry? Salaries. Do we have an adjustment for salaries? No adjustment, right? So salaries is how much? 2640. See the next transaction after salaries, you have rent. Do we have an adjustment? We have an adjustment for rent, right? Outstanding
Yes,
rent is there 160. So add outstanding rent. How much is the rent value here? It is 720 plus we need to add 160. So outer column would be 880. Yes, move forward to the next one. After rent, it is rates and taxes. We have adjustment, right? What is the adjustment? Deducting or adding? Deducting 320 rupees. So less prepaid taxes. What is the value of rent? Rates and taxes, sorry, not rent. 1200 less 320. So tell me in the outer column. It would be 920, is it? 880.
yes, ma'am.
880. Yeah. Next, move forward to the next one. Apprentice premium will come on the credit side. So come to credit side. And we also have an adjustment by apprentice premium. What is the adjustment? Adding or deducting? Deducting? Is it? Less received in advance. And what is the premium amount given? It is 750. How much do we deduct? 120. So outer column would be 570. Is it correct? That's what I was wondering. 570 is not correct. 630. Okay. Now move forward to the next one. After premium, what do you have? Bad debts. Do we have an adjustment for bad debts? No, right? We have the one for reserve, not for bad debts. So 1032. Where did I write? Yeah. Move forward to the next one. After bad debts, provision for bad debts on the credit side 600. So move to the credit side. By provision for debts in brackets old provision. So it will go on the credit side. How much is it? 600. Next one, discount is there. 360. Again credit side only. So by discount, no adjustment, directly outer column 360. So now we are done with the adjustment. Now we are done with the trial balance. We need to see the adjustment. First adjustment is done. We need to see the second one. Yes, so take the second one. To provision for debts in brackets new one. And how much is the new one? How much? 960. Okay. The next adjustment is discount on creditors, credit side. Tell me the amount. How much? 120. Okay, I should take it in the outer column. Next adjustment. After that, see the next one. Rent outstanding we have taken, taxes we have taken, machinery. Depreciation on machinery, tell me the value. How much is the depreciation? 570. Correct? Okay. Apprentice premium we have taken, interest on capital is the next one. Tell me the value of interest on capital. How much is it? 1275. And the last one is your loss due to fire, right? So we will write it as by goods destroyed by fire in brackets right there as actual loss. And how much is the actual loss? It is 1500. So we have taken all the adjustments. Everything is done. Now we need to balance the account and find out the net profit or loss. I will bring this down so that you can view it in one page. Yes. Now calculate your net profit. Quickly tell me the totals on the credit side. 8237. That's it. Yes. Tell me the total on the credit side. So you get a net profit only because debit side is appearing to be less. To net profit carry to balance sheet. Get credit side total I need. How much?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me, Rubina.
Ma'am, on the debit side, you've written buy goods destroyed by fire. So, ma'am, it should be
Yeah,
two,
it
right?
should be 2 goods. I'm sorry. It's my mistake. It should be 2 goods destroyed by fire. Quickly tell me the total on credit side. $15,900. Okay. So tell me the net profit now. 15,900 minus 8237 quickly. How will you get 17? It is 14,190 plus
7663, ma'am.
14,190 plus 630 plus 600 plus 360 plus 120. It is 15,900, correct only?
Ma'am, net profit 7663.
7663 is the net profit. Is it correct? Debit total. check the debit total once. Debit total is 9737 minus 15,900 it gives. Please check the debit total. The net profit and debit total appear to be wrong. Tell me the debit total quickly. 9737. Now tell the net profit. 6163. Is this correct now? Others also please check if this is correct. What time does this class end? Okay, so we will do the balance sheet of this tomorrow.
11
what
o'clock.
we will, yeah.
Our class ends at 11 o'clock.
Yes, so we are done with the trading and P&L account today. We will do the balance sheet in the next session.
Ma'am, I had a question.